Hello everyone, welcome back to South Point Airsoft. Today I will be featuring a unit that has already been featured in a few other forms on our platform. However, I don't think I've given it a proper video where I talk about all of its features in depth. And that unit is the WE888, otherwise known as WE's take on the HK416. So this gun right here is a gas blowback rifle. It uses green gas to propel it. And overall, it is a very nice unit. It is made of metal. The composition of that metal is aluminum and zinc. So that is just something nice to remember in case you will be treating this unit with different coats of paint in the future, such as Cerakote. It's nice to know what it's made of, but let me talk a bit about the unit itself. Up front, we have the flash hider. It is a standard birdcage flash hider, and that is attached to the barrel. So this outer barrel and inner barrel right here measures 14.5 inches in total length. So starting from here all the way up to here, it's 14.5 inches. Next, behind that, we have the dummy HK416 gas block with sling mounts. And those sling mounts are present on both sides of the gun. So depending on how you attach your sling, there is something for you given the sling mounts. Next, we have standard quad rail that is associated with HK416s. So very nice. It's made of metal, very durable, and any, well, let's say lasers that you put on this will be able to hold zero just fine. Up top, we have front sight, and of course its complementary rear sight. This one rotates depending on what distance you're engaging at, so this isn't really too relevant in airsoft since, well, you aren't going to be shooting up to 300 meters or 400 even, but it's nice that WE paid attention to detail and mimicked it properly. Next, our receiver. So first, let me talk about the upper receiver. Again, it is made of that same zinc and aluminum alloy. And on the right side, we have our dust cover and our forward assist towards the rear. Now that dust cover, of course, protects the bolt and the chamber of the unit, as you can see, which is currently empty. Anyway, flipping over to the left-hand side, somewhere in the middle of the upper and lower receiver, we have the bolt catch. So this actually works. I'd like to demonstrate that. So as you can see, bolt locked back to the rear. And if I am to press in on that, it actually releases the bolt and sends it back forward. On our lower receiver, again on the right-hand side, we have our mag release. So the mag release allows you to take the magazine out, and you have three modes for your fire selector. You have safe, semi-auto, and full automatic, and the actual selector switch is here on the left-hand side. So this unit is not ambidextrous. So that is something to consider. Towards the rear, we have our buffer tube, our castle nut, and a standard M4 stock. Now, I'm not sure why WE didn't include an HK stock with this, but for all intents and purposes, this stock functions just fine, and it is pretty comfortable to shoulder this rifle when shooting. Now, let me discuss how to load and gas up the included magazine. To load a magazine such as this one, it is a very simple procedure, as there are only two places that you need to remember. First, we have the actual feed nozzle of the magazine. This is where the BBs go in, and they are loaded using this guy right here that you may have seen earlier in the video when I was showcasing the contents of, well, the box right here. So what you're supposed to do with this loader is you're first going to take this plastic piece off, take the actual loader itself, line up this point right here with the front of the magazine, like so. It will fit on nicely like that. You can set this little piece aside for now. And then you can take BBs, just load them in, like so, all the way up to however much you want, since the tube is marked anyway. But if you're starting from an empty magazine, I suggest 2 sets of 15 is marked right there. As you can see, we have 15 BBs currently inside. Now we take this plastic piece, line it up, just press inwards, and as you can see, all 15 BBs have been fed into the magazine. I'll do the other 15 off camera later, since I'd like to show how to load green gas. Now, to load green gas, it's very simple as well. You just pop off the cap of your canister, give the canister a quick little shake to loosen up its contents. Next, you take the tip of your canister, line it up with the inlet right here, and just press in. If the magazine has no gas, a good 8 to 14 seconds should suffice. But if it does have gas, 5 to 10. Since this is an empty magazine, I'll be doing 8 to 14. So here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like that, we now have a loaded magazine. Now that we have a loaded and gassed up magazine, we can put it inside of the unit, pull back the charging handle only once. That should be enough to feed in a round, and all that's left for us to do is test fire it. First, I will be shooting it in semi-automatic, so this mode right here, and let us begin with the test fire. Pretty accurate. Just to demonstrate, the safety does work. I currently have it in safe and won't go off. Again, semi-auto. Goes off just fine. Next, full automatic. This should be fun. Assuming we have enough ammo left in the unit. And we are now out of ammo. As you can see, the bolt locked back when we ran out of ammo, much like a real rifle. And there are two things you can do from this point. Number one, you just release the bolt using the bolt catch and click the trigger once, and that should be enough to render the gun safe for storage. Or you can continue shooting. I have another magazine right here with 6 rounds by inserting, well, a new magazine, as I just mentioned, and releasing the bolt that will chamber a fresh round without you having to touch the charging handle. Fundamentally, it does the exact same thing by chambering a new round. This magazine is a bit worn out, so the bolt didn't lock back the way the new one did, but more or less, point still stands. This right here is the WE-888 gas blowback rifle, which is based on the HK416. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to enjoy and play safe. A very large thank you from the South Point Airsoft team.